JJR, whatever you want to say to 96893. We'll text you back. We'll call you back. We'll read your text on the air. You never know. Listen to this. Do you remember that story in the news a couple weeks ago about somebody that had that Princess Di Beanie Baby and it went for like $300,000?
Yes.
And then I said, man, I used to have a bunch of Beanie Babies, right, in boxes. So we called Jay the handyman. Jay the handyman brought out the boxes and put them in my garage. I completely forgot about the boxes. And then over the last few days, my wife started going through these boxes. And we have just crap tons of Beanie Babies.
I remember that when you lived in Houston. I remember didn't you have a room? I remember seeing that back in the day. I guess that was pretty big, though, back in the day.
It was huge.
And with, like, no kids or anything, your wife just decided to go crazy for the Beanie Babies.
Well, there's a little bit more. I mean, she was pregnant with girls. And so
started collecting.
She was collecting Beanie Babies for the girls, and they didn't turn out so positive.
Okay, so then you said that you had a couple of those very rare Princess Di Beanie Babies.
Right. And
did we find them?
According to the news story, one of them's worth like $300,000, right?
Right.
So she goes through these Beanie Babies, finds them all, and she's, instead of going through them all and looking for the Princess Di, she pulls one out and she goes, okay, let me research this one. And they're $2.99 a pop, $2.99 when you first get them. This one's worth $500. This one's worth $700.
Damn.
This one's worth $2,000.
So it's a good thing you didn't look past any of those.
I know. So now she has, I guess, the quote-unquote valuable ones in another box somewhere. And she thinks those had cases on it, so she's still looking for those. But what's funny is I go to bed before she does. When I wake up this morning, there's like 8 Beanie Babies, and they're like in a cake tray. You know how? Let me show you this picture.
Cake tray.
You know how like you have a cake on display or something?
Sure.
And they're in the kitchen, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And like these
like
must
you'd see at a diner when they have the like a piece of that chocolate cake and they lift the glass and it's in the tray.
Like this must be a valuable Beanie Babies.
That really is a cake tray.
Like these must be real special Beanie Babies in here. I don't know yet what they are. I'll put it on my Instagram, Johnjay Van S.
But I mean, she's got some that she pulled aside that aren't the Princess Di ones that are worth $2,000.
Yeah, it looks like the Princess Di one I think is in here. And let me show you this one. Tell me if this one's a Princess Di one, because I don't remember what the Princess Di one looks like. Do you guys remember?
It's been a while.
Look at this one.
If you tell me, I'd probably have to believe you.
Oh.
Grant over there is going to shake his head. It's not the Princess Di.
I remember them being purple, but you could convince me that's it.
You know those people that go, you know how if you go to McDonald's and you order French fry, or you order food to go to the window, and then you said, can I get some ketchup? And they give you like one ketchup packet. Sure. And then you say, can I get more ketchup, please? They give you handfuls of ketchup. They overdo it.
Right.
So Grant, I asked him today, I said, hey, can you, Kyle showed me the Princess Di one.
It's dark purple with like a little flower.
We might have that
rose, a white rose on the chest.
So I don't have any water to drink today. There's no water in my fridge at home, and the water thing in the kitchen here, it's not working.
Usually you have like 5 gallons
I got
of
nothing.
Full jugs of water.
So I text Grant, and I said, hey, on the way in, could you bring me a couple bottles of water? And he says, sure. And he shows up, 2 gallons of water. It's like he's just like the McDonald's of water.
I like that. Little overkill for Johnjay.
Like 3 or 4 little bottles is fine.
That's actually the smartest way that you could have done that, because if you brought him just a regular bottle of water, he would look at you and say, I'm going to be done with this by 5, like in 5 minutes.
What am I going to do with all this water now?
No.
Well, now you got some for tomorrow.
It'll be spoiled by tomorrow.
Water doesn't spoil. This is the only way Grant couldn't upset you. I mean, really, giving you more than what you need.
And so what if the water's spoiled? You just talked on this show yesterday about eating old French fries you found in the car.
Water doesn't spoil.
Water doesn't spoil?
What are we talking about? Not overnight in a
I'm
sealed
trying to
gallon.
prove a point. Water is going to be fine. You could keep that for a couple of years. If you're eating French fries off the floor of your car, probably a tad more dangerous.